What is up, F4F community? My name is Dabid. I am the community manager in the First Four Figures Official Collectors Club, and I am here today with the first ever episode of the F4F Mini Q&A with Dabs. Now, for those of you who are new and have never seen a First Four Figures Q&A, for several years and a 129 episodes, the weekly F4F Q&A with CEO Alex Davis and Lieutenant Chuckles was the top source of news and information in the wild world of F4F. But sadly, that show came to an end about, I think it was a year ago to the day, a few days ago. So there has been a void in the F4F world ever since, and I am going to do my best with these shows to, on a semi-regular basis, answer your questions and bring you the latest news and updates from the world of First Four Figures. Before we get started, just a couple of quick service announcements. This past week, the pre-orders have now closed for Metroid Villains Meta Ridley, and also for the F4F partnerships with GNF Toys, Sonic the Hedgehog Boom 8 Series Combo Pack 4 with Metal Sonic and Dr. Robotnik. So if you still want to get those pieces, then you can jump on the waitlist now, because the earlier you jump on the waitlist, the better you have your chances of your orders being fulfilled. In addition, we currently have pre-orders open for the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask PVC exclusive edition. It is limited to 10,000 pieces and they are going fast. And in addition to that, we still have pre-orders open for the Crash Bandicoot Dr. Neo Cortex quarter scale statue, and also the Cowboy Bebop Faye Valentine exclusive edition quarter scale statue. So if you are wanting to get in any of those statues, they're open for pre-order now. All right, the Q&A, the main event of the mini Q&A with Dabs. I'm probably not going to be able to answer every single question that you guys ask each time there's one of these videos, but since this is the first one, I want to make sure that I got to all of the questions that were asked in the first 3 days that I had the question submission thread open. So let's get down to it. First question, it is from David James Vickers. Are you guys planning on doing more horror game related items? Well, Dark Souls is continuing, and I would consider that to be a horror game. But also we've had TT polls, most notably for Resident Evil and for Silent Hill. Now, the Resident Evil TT poll was for Nemesis, and it needs a lot more love. So if there are Resident Evil fans out there, please do go and vote in that poll if you want to see a Nemesis statue sometime. As far as Silent Hill goes, that poll has about 700 plus votes. So we are definitely looking closely at Silent Hill, but the poll could definitely also use more votes. So if you want to see Silent Hill statues, I think the TT poll specifically was for Pyramid Head. Go hunt down that TT poll in the First Four Figures Official Collectors Club, vote, and let your voice be heard. Second question is a three-part question. It's by Bud C. Arames. And the question is as follows. It's 3 parts. 1, All Might EU. 2, Bayo herself, not guns. And 3, news on TTs. Pick 2. Well, I'm gonna pick all 3. So, All Might EU status. Unfortunately, there's nothing to report right now on EU licensing. Sorry about that. We have not given up. We know that you want to see My Hero Academia products, European fans. I know that's not the answer you wanted to hear, but we are still working on it, and we're hopeful that, you know, something will come through, but nothing to report right now. Bayonetta statue. This is still in development. There's been some progress made, but it's only about the middle part of prototype development right now. So that will be coming sometime after the Bayonetta guns, the Scarborough Fair replicas that we showed the sneak peek of reasonably recently. So hopefully those guns will tide you guys over until Bayonetta herself is ready to go. And finally, TT polls. This is a little bit of a multi-part, multi-pronged question from Bud. And what he says is, are TTs still relevant? How many votes does a TT need to get a character poll and or be considered? And can F4F make some statements regarding the highest ones? Well, are TT polls still relevant? Absolutely. That is the best way to show us that you within the first 4 figures official collectors club as members are interested in a statue. Those poll numbers show us how many people that are actually our fans want a franchise. So if we do a poll for something and it gets like 200 yes votes out of our 69,000 plus members, it doesn't seem like something that we should really take a look at. So absolutely relevant. It's the best way. Make those Rally the Fans posts on First 4 Fun Days. Vote in the polls. Push for the things that you want, because that is the best way to make your voice be heard. How many votes does a TT need to get a character poll and or be considered? Back in the day, I think it started out at 400 votes were needed to get a character poll. It's grown a lot since then. We need to see more. Now we are at 1,000 votes. And I think that's definitely possible. We have a lot of TTs that have come close to 1,000 or even surpassed 1,000 now. Which brings us to the last part of Bud's question, which is, can Efroff make some statements regarding highest ones? Well, the Horizon Zero Dawn TT poll I noticed is now at over 1,200 yes votes. And that is almost as many votes as All Might had for My Hero Academia. And because of that, we're going to be making a Horizon Zero Dawn TT poll. A Horizon Zero Dawn character poll right after this Q&A. Let's see here. Who's next? Who is next? Sergi Chab says, Nito. I believe that he's referring to Gravelord Nito of the Dark Souls franchise. It is the next piece in development as far as we have indicated in the Dark Souls line. And he's been delayed for quite a bit. But we do have a little bit of news to share on Nito, because the sneak peek for Nito is scheduled soon. It was challenging to get his cloak done, so we have gone with a mixed material instead of doing him 100% sculpted. So you can look under the cloak and you can see all of his sculpted details. The Nito right now, he's looking pretty neato. So we are looking forward to being able to show all of you the sneak peek of Gravelord Nito. Liam Earlies says, I remember seeing the video a while back where All Might action figure was first shown. Have there been many changes to it since then, or can we expect it to look pretty close to what was shown? Now, there might be some minor paint changes to the Silver Age All Might compared to the original prototype that was shown in Seattle at Emerald City Comic Con 2019 last year, but for the most part, it is indeed going to be very close to the original prototype that was shown. Now, Liam went on to ask, there was a video a while back about the All Might action figure that showed off 3 different designs. Will those designs come out separately, or are there any plans for a 3-pack, like how Snake was released? Well, the three All Mights that we debuted at Emerald City Comic Con 2019 will be coming individually. That includes the Casual Wear All Might and the Golden Age All Might, as well as the Silver Age All Might. There are no combo packs planned at this time, but they are still all coming. Alright, so Julianne Pons asks, do you think Zelda statues for Oracle of Ages or Oracle of Seasons could happen? Well, we only have the opportunity to make a select few Zelda products every year. So I think it'll be really interesting to see whether Zelda Oracle of Ages and Zelda Oracle of Seasons are something that fans would really want to see, like as opposed to prioritizing other games in the Zelda franchise. So I think that could be a really cool Fun Day post to make. Maybe a poll or just a post about Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons to see how many fans are out there and wanting to see statues from those particular Zelda games. Ronald Jacobs asks, do you think there will be guest appearances by Chalks and Alex in the future in the mini Q&A? Alex! Chalks! Do you guys want to come on? Do you guys want to come on screen? No? Sorry guys, but Alex and Chalks are not ready to come on screen this week. I am hopeful that there will be cameos by Alex and Chalks at some point on this show. I think it would be fantastic if we could get one of the legendary Chalks snack reviews here in the mini Q&A, but nothing at this time. So hopefully sometime in the future that would be really awesome to have, but not this week, sorry. Next question. James Bennington. with all the emphasis on PVC, will we see some highly sought after resin pieces see new life breathed into them in a new PVC? A few examples: Knights, Wolflink, Artorias, Anything Metroid, Star Fox, Modern Sonic. Well, the F4F PVC Nation is always expanding, and we absolutely want to do some of the major characters from popular franchises like the ones that you've mentioned. Are any of those particular 6 in the works right now? Well, yeah. Which one? Just one. Wait and see. As for all of the emphasis being on PVCs right now, that's not actually true. Like right now, we have more resin statues in development than we have PVCs. Ultimately, the goal would be to have a 50-50 split of resins and PVC statues with an equal amount of releases for each, but right now, more emphasis is still on the resin statues. Next question, Martin Konyali. Any Yakuza updates? Well, Kiryu is still in development, the sculpt is done, and it is waiting for approvals. So Yakuza is coming along. We know it's been a long wait, but Kiryu is going to be worth it. A. Logan Sindeldecker asks, we got a preview of the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the Yu-Gi-Oh line. How much longer till we get to see a preview of the Dark Magician? Well, as it so happens, even though the Dark Magician is still in development, it's already at the physical stage and waiting to be painted. Now, Blue Eyes White Dragon is going to go up for order first. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for the Dark Magician to get its time in the spotlight, but it is definitely coming along. It is already physical, so it's not going to be as long to see as you might, worry. Edison Tan asks, is it possible to get the Studio Ghibli license? Well, Studio Ghibli is actually something that we tried a good number of years ago to get a license for, but were denied for. But maybe it's time to revisit. Mononoke has always been a dream project for First 4 Figures, but that said, the Spirited Away TT only has about 520 yes votes. We need to see a lot more support for something like Studio Ghibli licenses before looking into them. So if you want to see statues for Studio Ghibli movies like My Neighbor Totoro, Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, go vote in the TT poll for Haku from Spirited Away. Show us that there is a big demand so that we know it's something that we should look into again. Timothy Gibson asks, any possibility in a Super Mario RPG collection? Well, I actually saw that there was a huge response to the Fun Day post rallying for a Super Mario RPG TT this week. And we can definitely add this to the list of future TT possibilities. But my question is, who would you guys want to see be the character that we vote on for the TT? I'm guessing it's going to be something like Gino or Mallow that's exclusive to Super Mario RPG, but maybe you guys just want a Mario or a Peach or a Bowser in the style of that game. So, keep rallying for this on Fun Day, and let us know what character specifically you think would be the best one to vote on in a TT poll. Simon Westphalen asks, I love the Luigi's Mansion 3 PVC statue, so my question is it possible that we will get to see more unique looking statues from the Super Mario franchise from specific games, like Super Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine? And it's absolutely possible that we're going to want to capture one of the most iconic video game characters of all time, like Super Mario, in PVC form. It will be interesting to see what specific game and pose fans would want to see as the inspiration for such a PVC though. So if you want to see a Mario PVC, make some Fun Day posts, make some polls, let us know what is it that you're interested in seeing for a PVC if we were ever to make one of Mario. Devin Johnston asks, we need Alien from the movies directed by Ridley Scott, a xenomorph queen. I know you guys will do an amazing job. Maybe a life-size face-hugger bust. The market's really saturated with Alien products right now, and we're also focused on video games and anime series. If we ever do start looking into products for movie franchises, we know that there's a huge and loyal following for Aliens, though. But at this time, it's not very likely that we're going to look at Aliens anytime soon. Sorry. Kevin O'Neill says, are there any updates on Breath of the Wild statues? Still in development. Liam Casey says, how many Bayonetta projects are currently in the works? I loved seeing the Scarborough Fair update, and I'm excited to see more. To my knowledge, there are 2 Bayonetta projects in the works. Romeo Ramos Jr. says, why don't we have a Legend of Zelda resin quarter scale Link yet? Saving the best for last in the Twilight Princess series, maybe? Mark Johnstone, is there any Zelda-related resin on the horizon? Ryder Link and Sheikah Slate have been coming soon for a while now. Still in development. Kenneth Christopher Castillo. Well, mine is not a question, but it is a little suggestion. It would be great to see the Majora's Wrath and Fierce Deity Mask Link in a single statue. I agree. That would be a really great statue to see. That would be really cool. Thanks for the suggestion. Jamie Bailey says, I, Dabid Kurt, am going to give Jamie Bailey 1,000 FRF reward points this week because he is awesome, period. Sorry, but you didn't phrase that in the form of a question, Jamie, so you're disqualified. Good try, though. Gerald Caulfield says, I have pre-ordered the PVC Majora's Mask. Any chance you guys can release all the previous Zelda resins in PVC form? Well, Majora's Mask PVC was a little bit of a special case because Majora's Mask is a static object and we couldn't really put it into a different pose or do a whole lot of different things with Majora's Mask itself. You can't repose it because it's an object, it's a mask. But even so, we did add new features to it, like the different motion sensors, making it wall mountable. We made 2 different bases for it. That the standard has one base, and the collector's edition and the exclusive edition have another base that are both different from the resin Majora's Mask. So it is different from the resin Majora's Mask that we made. That said, it's very unlikely we'd ever reissue all of the Zelda resin statues in PVC form. And even the Majora's Mask that we did make, it is not a straight-up re-release of the previous resin Majora's Mask because it has a lot of different stuff going on with it. Adam James Meredith, Horizon Zero line, when? Well, as I mentioned in response to Bud's question earlier, Horizon Zero Dawn character poll coming up right after this mini Q&A. Rally the fans. Daniel Lopez, would you consider launching a Cuphead line? Well, we actually did a Cuphead TT. Right now, Cuphead has about 403 yes votes, and we, generally speaking, for a resin statue, we wanted to sell at least 600 pieces. So even if every single member who voted yes bought a Cuphead statue, that's still not really enough right now to make a statue of Cuphead himself, much less the other characters in the license. So we need to see a lot more support for this. If you are a Cuphead fan, if you want to see a Cuphead statue design, rally the fans, vote in the TT poll. It's the best way to show us what you want. Eric Guitrone, any plans to launch Super Mario enemies? We already did. Bowser's a Super Mario enemy, right? Jeroen Quist, when can we expect the Breath of the Wild Link with lights to match with Zelda? The exclusive version of the Link PVC is coming. It will be available towards the end of the year. You heard it here first. Link exclusive PVC is coming towards the end of the year. Look forward to it. Jake Meyer asks, are there any other non-My Hero Academia anime sneak peeks coming up for the F4F Anime Squad? Well, Jake, as a matter of fact, there are. And the next F4F anime sneak peek will be premiering in this video. Stay tuned. Pascal Michaud says, any news on the Soul Calibur and Tekken lines and maybe a TT for Guilty Gear? Soul Calibur, Ivy is deep in development right now. Tekken, nothing to announce right now. TT for Guilty Gear? Sure, I can add that to the list. I think that's an indie game, so watch for it. That'll be added to the list of potential indie TT games that we will make posts about in the future. Mark Sinka, in the future, can we expect maybe some Tales of or JoJo characters? Well, Mark, as it turns out, we've had TT polls for JoJo and 2 different Tales games. JoJo's TT only has about 350 yes votes, and we need to see a lot more support in order to, look more seriously into making JoJo statues. Rally the fans. Now, Tales of Vesperia and Tales of Symphonia are also both below 500 votes. And in order to get up to a character poll for that, we need to get closer to 1,000 or, pass 1,000 votes. So rally the fans for those. I also want to throw a quick shout out to the Sailor Moon TT poll, which is at over 900 votes right now. I would love to do a character poll for Sailor Moon. So if you guys want to see a Sailor Moon character poll, rally the fans, make some fun day posts, push for that, because we're getting close to 1,000 votes and it would be really cool to do a character poll for it. Let's see. Next up, Bastien Bochat, Wipeout license. Can we expect it? Is there any hope for the F-Zero Blue Falcon to put near my R-Wing? Well, the Wipeout TT only has 59 yes votes right now, so that is going to need a lot of support if it's going to be looked into more seriously. So if there are any Wipeout fans out there, push for this. Tell your friends, go into the Wipeout fan groups, let people know that, we would look into Wipeout if it was shown that there was support for it, but right now it's not there. As far as F-Zero goes, we did a TT poll for Captain Falcon, and that surprisingly only got about 300 yes votes. I don't know if there's any reason to think that his particular race car would do a lot better. If you think the Blue Falcon is something that could do better in TT than Captain Falcon himself did, let us know in the comments, make some fun day posts for it. Let us know. And now we've got a question from one of the founding admins of the F4F OCC, Matthew L. Sharp, affectionately known as The Law. Matthew asks, when will the Metroid Prime Pirate Trooper color-changing LED statue idea be taken? Well, I haven't seen any posts about this in a few years, Matt, and I would love to see you make a fun day post for the Metroid Prime Space Pirate with color-changing LEDs. I think it would be amazing to see if that could blow away everything else that gets a post on Fun Day. So please make that Fun Day post for us. I'm looking forward to seeing how much traction the color-changing Space Pirate Metroid Prime statue could get. Shoutouts! One of the things that used to happen in the original Q&A with Alex and Chalks was that they would leave in the comments a spot where members could leave a reply, and the first 10 members to reply would get a shout out during the Q&A. I wasn't sure that I would actually get 10 members who would reply to my comment, but actually it happened fairly quickly. And those 10 members are James Bennington, Anita Bennington, A. Logan Sindeldecker, Alicio Buzzi, Yvonne Horrocks, Daniel Lopez, Marcelo Zaparo, Admin Brendan Rostello, Stephen Burns, and Eric Guitrone. Sorry, number 11, you do not make the cut this week. Alex Davis. Okay, so Sean Paulin asks, any update with Xenoblade and the next Dark Souls figure excluding Ornstein SD? Xenoblade, nothing to report right now. We are watching the polls. We see how much support and love there is for Xenoblade, but nothing to announce right now. Dark Souls, next figure besides Ornstein SD. I've seen the next Dark Souls piece that we're going to be revealing. Not talking about Nito, he is really Nito, but the next piece that we're going to be revealing is all kinds of awesome. I love it, and I can't wait until we can reveal it to you guys. And closing things out, we have Allie Graham. How do things work once a TT gets enough votes? For instance, Donkey Kong and Horizon Zero Dawn have recently surpassed the infamous 1K milestone. Do FRF acknowledge it and will maybe try for the license? If so, would we in the group hear about it? I mean, this is very much along the lines of Bud's questions from earlier on. Horizon Zero Dawn is at 1,200 plus votes now. It is going to be getting a character poll immediately after this mini Q&A. We are definitely taking all of the TT results seriously, and we will look into them. And when possible, we will let you know if there's anything to report as far as if we've been able to acquire a license or if we're definitely not going to be able to. In the past, the Nier Automata TT did fantastic, and we did try for that, and we regretfully had to announce that we were not able to get that license from Square Enix. But yeah, definitely the TT polls are relevant, and we will keep you guys as informed as we can. So I hope that answers your question, Ali. Something that I've really been missing lately, and I know a lot of you have been missing as well, are the frequent factory production photos and videos that we've all become accustomed to being able to see as our statues move through the production process. Now, sadly, due to the current global conditions, Alex still can't go to the factories to take those photos and videos that we're used to being able to see. But even so, for this episode's production corner, I was still able to acquire a short clip of some of the remaining Banjo-Kazooie statues that are currently being finished up at the factory. Roll it. I hope you enjoyed that short look at the production process of our Banjo-Kazooie statue. The Banjo-Kazooie statues will be reaching the United States in just a few weeks from now, and if you would like one of your own, there's still a chance to join the waitlist, so please visit our website and join the waitlist for Banjo-Kazooie if you would like to have a chance at owning your very own Banjo-Kazooie statue. One last thing. Earlier in the mini Q&A, Jake Meyer asked for a brand new anime sneak peek, and as it so happens, I've managed to secure just such a sneak peek. So, I am proud to present a world premiere F4F anime sneak peek in 3, 2, 1. Boom! That is right, F4F Anime Squad. Guts in Berserker armor will be kicking off our new range of Berserk PVC statues. Don't worry, resin fans, we will still be releasing a version of the Berserker armor in our resin lineup, but now we are also beginning a new range of Berserk PVC statues. Guts in the Berserker armor is going to be a TF Ultra, part of the recently announced expansion of the TF True Form PVC line. TF Ultra means that he will be either larger or a higher degree of complexity than our usual PVCs, so you can definitely look forward to learning more about that as we go through the development process on Berserker Armor Guts. And be sure to sign up on our website for the newsletter so that you can receive more sneak peeks and updates on Berserker Armor Guts and the rest of our Berserk collectibles. That is all for this week. F4F is love, F4F is life, and I will see you on the next one. Stay tuned for the feeding frenzy. Peace and laters.